Hello, everybody. So we are in this tsunami. What does that mean? If you heard me on my radio show, I talked a little bit about it, but I wanted to put this up and prepare you because what I've been doing in the communities is preparing you for what's happening. And I want to encourage you to check out the body regeneration method, what we're doing all fall, winter. Why? Because if you see what's going on, I have clients who are not allowed to go have babies because they won't do this. That's wrong. Like, you got to take care of your health. Energy work, understanding how to take charge of your health, what you need is going to be number one. So check that out, tracylclark.com, and join us, like, literally, because I don't know, I wouldn't want to be going into one of those institutions right now because they are not giving care. They are not giving care. It's disgusting. So, okay, my little rant. There we go. The tsunami, what's happening? So what has happened when this whole issue started? It's like, you know, when a tsunami, it goes out, it's like, it's not out yet, but it's rumbling underneath. All of a sudden, boom, it just comes out of nowhere. It just hits and there's mass carnage. You can't run from it. And there's a period before the water goes back where people are grabbing onto everything and anything to try to survive and live and survive this tsunami. So we're in that right now. So what's happened is, it's come over. This wave has come over and people are like, they don't know what to believe. There's mass confusion in the air. The frequencies are deadlocked right now. So there's a lot of anger in the air, a lot of upheaval, rightfully so. Like, people are saying, what's happened? What is happening? And they're very confused, very frustrated. And so it's so funny here. I'm doing the video and nobody can come where I am, and these kids are all showing up. That's really interesting. There's only train tracks there. Always when I do a video, they all keep coming. So the tsunamis come. So people are starting to grab onto other people that are resonating with them. There's this great divide. But what's happening right now, and it's going to start, you know, we've been saying for a long time, well over before last year, we have to get to September, October of this year to really see the clean out, the things of truth as these old systems are dismantling. So basically, if you've seen a tsunami, once it's taken over its land mass, it retracts, it goes back, and then you see all the carnage. So basically, we're in the place now where the water is going to start to retract, and you're going to see what was under a lot of the lies, the deceptions. You're hearing it in different parts of the world already, but more of the truth is going to come out. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Why would you deny care to anybody just because they haven't had this? Like, it makes zero sense. If you're really awake and you really understand, it shouldn't be happening, right? So you know that as the water's going to retract, you're going to see what happens. You see all the debris, right? People start to find other people that have survived the tsunami. And basically, as it comes up, there's this carnage. So what's going to happen is we're going to start to see the carnage, the truth, what's really been going on over the last 2 years, what has been going on. And this winter, I keep saying, hold on, it's going to be a very intense winter. There's going to be not only a lot of truth comes out, a lot of devastation. I always say it's like the kid in Home Alone where he goes, ah, you're going to see a lot of that, a lot of fear, a lot of panic, because now they're like, well, wait a minute, you lied to me. Wait a minute, people are leaving the planet. What is happening? Why did you lie to me? So all the truths, they got to go to people that they think they can understand. They're no longer going to trust these institutions because they're the ones that lied to them and they're the ones that put all this in, and they don't want to wake up and be, because of fear, right? It's like, oh, I don't want to know now what's going to happen because you've lied to me. So basically what will happen over these next few weeks and months is, as that comes out, people will see the carnage. They're going to see the truths to come out, and there will be panic. There will be devastation. You're going to see it even, like we said, in the financial. If you're in my Telegram group, you can click below. I've been telling you guys this for 5 years. So it's not I told you so. It's I want you to be prepped so you can observe what's happening during that chaos. So then what will happen is people will start to look over the winter as people are leaving the planet, and those souls who have chosen to leave, they're going to start looking over the carnage and saying, okay, what do we have to throw out? So throw out are going to be the schools, the governments, the pharmaceuticals, the hospitals, all these things that are not in alignment. Most people in these industries don't even know what's going on at the top. They don't even know really what these guys are doing at the end of the day. They're going to find out, right? So a lot of those are going to look and say, okay, what do we want to build? How do we want to rebuild it? And what's going to happen? I was talking with my friend Helena, who was on my radio show, and she does the Quantum Home Summit, which we're doing another great big event this fall. I'm on there with her again. She's a beautiful soul. If you haven't checked her out, just love her to bits. And you can check her. She was on my radio show, but come and check out the summit. And what we were saying is, through this destruction, though, there's going to be lots of opportunities. There's going to be lots of new opportunities for jobs and career and things you want to do, because we're going to build it better. So we're in the period where the water is getting ready to pull back. And then we're going to see all the carnage, what was really going on that you couldn't see under the water, right? So as Cliff High says, and I love it, he calls them the normies. And I love that, as the normies are going to start to, get awakened and get to see what's happening. I'm sure I shouldn't have said his name here. I'll probably get flagged. Oh well, who cares? Don't care anymore. So here's the space. So as that water goes back, we will see the truth. People will see the truth. They'll have to make decisions. That's where you're going to start to see. I noticed even in our news, there was this thing around, inflation. Like, yeah, expect more inflation. Well, expect huge inflation. I've been saying where I live, you can expect gas to be like $2-3 a liter by October, November. They're lying to people. They're not telling you what's really coming. They don't want you to panic. So you do need extra food, guys. The shelves are going to get a little bare. You do need to have extra cash. You do need to have extra, silver, gold, have your crypto, and understand how to use it and why. And you got to start getting into that and stop feeding the old world of total authoritative dictatorship. That world is coming to an end, but it's still got a long ways to go. So we're going to start to rebuild this. So if you can understand, this is the next part. If you want more, again, come to the Telegram. I keep you guys up to date there. But the water's going to start to go back. It's going to go back. Now, don't forget, there can be a second tsunami that comes. And I see that this winter, as a lot of people will leave the planet. Not as many as we thought, but a lot of people will leave the planet, and there'll be a lot of long-term fallout. But there's also a lot of care coming in as well. So that's why I always say I love the body regen, because I was in those systems for 32 years, and I'd be dead if I didn't figure out what I figured now. And I'm not a very good client over there, because I'm never over there, and I will do everything and anything first before I go in there, because I don't see care. Because if it was real care, they would be looking at integrative and every aspect that needed to be dealt with to make sure you were handled properly. But again, they're not aware of those things we know. So this is the new way. The new way is understanding how you take charge of your life, how you take charge of your energetic body. And your body is brilliant. And the only reason it doesn't understand how to shift very quickly out of a physical issue is because we're not taught it. It's suppressed, and most of your energy is stuck in the old way that we've all been ingrained, like give your power away, give your authority away. But one thing I always remind people, go back to basics. Your body made itself in your mother's womb. No doctor, nobody came in and put on your hands, your feet, nothing, right? You created yourself within the life force energy of your mother, and all the organs knew where to go. You got to stop discounting how brilliant your body is. Learn how to talk to it, learn how to shift, learn how to be with people that get it, because if you're in those communities, your bodies will shift. If you show up, your energy will shift, and you will get miraculous change. But it is the way of the new world, will be energy work, energy medicine. It will be part of the new way. It's not going to be suppressed anymore, because people are just not going to trust after they see what's happening. So come check me out. Come join me. We start on October 6th, I think, somewhere in there. It's a Wednesday, and you have replays, so you can watch it over and over, and keep learning and keep shifting. And we will be shifting the entire time together. So what's better to ride out the tsunami than with a whole bunch of amazing people that can help you get there as well. So it's pretty incredible. We're going to a new earth. We are in a new earth, and this is the end. So remember, the tsunami is getting ready to retract, and we will see the truth underneath all that debris. And we got to clean up the debris, and we will have to build new foundations and new systems. And it's going to take quite a few years to do it, but it'll be worth it. All right. I love you guys. I'm Tracy L. Check me out. Come join me on Soul Sundays. Let's have some fun. Let's shift together and create the new earth that you and I know we're meant to live in. Lots of love.